Hello there everyone and welcome back. This is Tosashi and today I'm going through some patch notes again of Super Mecha Champions. I got Twilight here and two squad games that I compiled together. There's quite some mecha adjustments in the latest patch. 4 mecha have been changed and so the first video that I'm showing here is pre-patch and the second video is post-patch with Twilight. Here I also got the propulsion module, the Phantom Shadow equipped, which means that if I'm standing in my own gas or smoke or whatever it's called, I will gain increased movement speed. In the second video I will have the other propulsion module. So what did they do with Twilight? They reduced the twin bolt rifle primary weapons damage versus mecha from 168 to 162. So that's per shot hit, a small nerf. But they did increase the primary weapon's bullet hit range by 60%. So it's easier to hit with the primary weapon, although you do a little bit less damage. They also increased the shield from 600 to 700. They adjusted the nano interception defense module, the damage reduction effect from at a maximum of 12% to now a maximum of 20%. So that's a pretty big defensive buff for that module. They also adjusted the shield conversion percentage of the energy theft defense module from a maximum of 16% to a maximum of 40%. 40, almost increased by a half, let's say. So it seems like they've been doubling down on the tankiness of this mecha, which I actually really like, because it's more like it's a brawling mecha, but it leans more towards the tanky side of things. And they also adjusted the bonus shield of the energy theft defense module from 5 seconds to 7 seconds. So yeah, definitely all around, all over the board, made it more beefy. Then moving on to the other mecha adjustments, Firefox got its fuel cost increased of the defensive evasion tactical skill from 0 to 5. So that means that now if you want to be evading with Firefox, it actually costs fuel. So that's a pretty substantial nerf, I would say, because I think Firefox was in a really good spot. I don't understand why they nerfed it. I don't think this nerf was necessary at all, especially since it doesn't have any vertical mobility. It basically needs this dashing left and right, but now it's going to be a bit more tricky with the fuel consumption. Let's pay attention here. So what I like about Twilight a lot is the tracking you get. Not only do you do the damage over time, which is alright, and you do some disruptive things, but it's mostly the tracking and the mobility. Look how easily I get over this building. No problem. Chasing after this Skyfire, not a problem whatsoever. And someone dropped next to me. Oh, I will just get back on top of the building. No problem at all. And again here, I received the tracking from the smoke, from the secondary weapon there. And I just, oh, there you are. I see where they're going, so I can just move in and finish it off basically. And this is all pre-patch, so this is still... it's harder to hit the primary weapons. They do a little bit more damage, but the jump is definitely less good than in the second video I got for you after this. There's a caramel up top there trying to snipe me, but I will just move around, jump over these hills, recover, and make sure that I'm ready for the re-engage here. Yeah, my teammate is already telling us to fall back, because we also lost someone here in the process. And Caramel is a force to be reckoned with, so do not ever underestimate the Caramel. But here I just jumped over them, and while they were focusing on Alborada, I managed to basically backstab them with my weaponry there and my clouds. So now I try to chase after here. Trying to go for the kill here against the, I think it is an, they just demaxed. Okay, they got away this time. But I'll just continue here while reading the patch notes for Lancelot. So Lancelot what did they do? Multiple things. They adjusted damage bonuses of the Brutal Impact attack module from a maximum of 6% to a maximum of 12%, so that's pretty good. They adjusted the spread reduction effect of the Precise Shooter attack module from 12% to 16%. The spread reduction effect. So yeah, it's with that attack module, it's even better, easier now to hit your shots. They adjusted the additional shield of the shield charge defense module from a maximum of 60 to a maximum of 90. And they adjusted the amount of shield recovered by the Guardian Shield defense module from a maximum of 110 to a maximum of 170. So Lancelot has received buffs in its modules, both attack modules and defensive modules, which is really nice. I think Lancelot is already in a good spot, but this is definitely welcome. Okay, so here's the second video post-patch where I got efficient energy for my propulsion module, and I focus more on cooldown reduction in my build here. And this cooldown reduction, I've been playing like 30 games or so the past week or so, and the fuel reduction is doing a lot, especially since the jump is even stronger than before. I can just be jumping all over the place, similar to Dreadful. There I'm being attacked by a Venturus. My teammate is right there, the hot steel. Let's see if we can give them some support so they don't get backstabbed. But there's a lot of mecha going on here in the hills. As you can see, this jumping is crazy. I got a purple propulsion module, and I'm just jumping all over the place here. Now I gotta be a bit careful because they spotted me. Even though they're occupied with that caramel over there, I'm being attacked here from the side by this pesky little pilot. So better retreat, recover, and re-engage once I'm ready. While I'm doing that in the gameplay, I will be reading what they did to Northern Knight. So this is the last mecha that I patched. Northern Knight, they increased the light fan throw secondary weapons damage versus mecha from 580 to 600, so that's a buff to its secondary weapon. And they adjusted the powerful throwing set core module secondary weapons damage versus mecha from 667 to 690. So both, so they buffed the offenses of Northern Knight. All pretty well, if you ask me. The only patch note that I was a bit confused about is the nerf of Firefox. All the others, I think, were pretty good. So let's get back here where the Venturus is definitely trying to nuke me there. But I disengage here on the skateboard, and luckily the hot steel is there to offer me some protective fire, and then I managed to finish it off with that plasma missile. Now it's against the caramel, and this caramel is actually pretty good, so I gotta be careful here. They're hitting a lot of their shots, and they are more tanky and deal more damage, but I'm a bit more mobile, so I still have to be careful. Yeah, as you can see, caramel is just so fucking strong, man. But I do consider this a draw, as I managed to take them down upon my flying descent, so all good if you ask me. Let's finish off this pilot here real quick. Oh, just to lower their numbers, because we're only with the two of us in this game. And as you can see, I've did a lot of pilot killing in this game, and the hot steel has been real good at just tanking and dealing a lot of damage against all of these enemies while I clean up, basically. We've been having a couple of games together pretty effectively. So who did you find there? Okay, can I offer some support here? Oh, that's the caramel again. That was a good hit. Oh, that was a little bit... I should have waited there. More offering. Oh, hot steel already got them. Well done, buddy. Now we got still two more enemies. So let's see again if I can clean up this this pilot right here. They're trying to get away, but as you can see with this propulsion module, it's just so fast, which I really like. You're kind of a fast tank. Some similarities with Lancelot in that sense. Because Lancelot I would also consider a fast tank. Although Lancelot has better damage up close. But I think Twilight has better sustained damage on the medium to long range nowadays with this patch. I definitely like it that they decreased the damage a little bit of the primary weapon, but increased its splash damage basically. So not the damage, but the ease of hitting the enemy basically. Okay, so we still got 2 enemies here. Let's see if we can close it off together. Okay, there's one over there. We're both on top. Not a problem at all. Moving on. Yeah, I think we got this. So I really like this skin of Twilight with the gold and this dark iron, let's say. Alright, so as always, I hope you enjoyed these patch note updates and the gameplay. One final question for me to you. As you can see, I got the MVP here, but to be honest, Hot Steel did most of the work in this match. As you can see, almost 20,000 more damage than what I did. Of course, I had a little bit more kills, but I definitely consider the Hot Steel here MVP. So tell me what actually makes someone MVP. I don't know. Anyway, have a beautiful day and peace.